What's going on, everybody? Doug here. Just got done seeing Deadpool and Wolverine. Saying I love this movie would be a massive, and I mean massive, understatement, but I'll say it anyway. I freaking love this movie. I love Ryan Reynolds. I love Hugh Jackman. I love the first Deadpool movie, and I love Logan. This movie freaking rules. It is incredibly funny. It is very gory, very violent, and at times I would say it's very emotional. At the core of it, it's a movie about friendship and legacy. If you're someone like me who grew up on the 20th Century Fox Marvel movies and characters and stories, it's a very nice love letter to that era of storytelling and filmmaking. Ryan and Hugh have the best bromance, have the perfect chemistry. It's very plain, trains on automobiles mixed with like a 48 hours, I would say. It's so much fun to watch them on screen, in their most iconic roles together. Because after Logan ended, I was like, oh man, we'll never get to see Ryan and Hugh in their most like iconic roles together, team up. And I'm really glad that Hugh Jackman came back as Wolverine. Even though I love Logan, it's really cool to see him back as Wolverine. Sean Levy, who I grew up watching all his movies from Big Fat Liar to Night at the Museum, now to Deadpool Wolverine, does a great job balancing the blend of action, comedy, and at times emotional drama. It's really cool to see his voice in the MCU. Great cameos that serve a purpose to the overall story. I would say if you can avoid them, you can dodge them. Definitely do, because I did. I'm really glad I went and kind of like surprised, because again, if they were kind of spoiled for me, I'd be like, oh man. So if you can avoid it on Twitter or X or Instagram or TikTok, definitely do, because there's some really cool story related cameos for sure. I will say the first half hour felt a bit rushed. I wanted to have, I was kind of like, let's slow down a little bit, let's be with these characters for a little bit longer, but it didn't bother me too much, but definitely a little noticeable at times. And I will say, I'll say this too, Emma Corrin, who's a great actor, I felt like the character of Cassandra Nova was a bit rushed and underdeveloped, I would say, or a little underwhelming. I think we've seen better villains in other Marvel projects, but still a good performance. But anyway, if you're a fan of these characters and these actors, someone like me who's kind of like done with the MCU probably since, like, I would say Spider-Man No Way Home, it was really fun to have this experience with the crowd opening night, cheering, clapping, laughing. I was laughing out loud the entire time. It is a really, really fun movie. So see it opening weekend, see it with the crowd, because it is a ton of fun. Look out for our full review on our YouTube page as well as our podcast feed. And as always, my friends, we'll see you at the movies.